was raining earlier while they were in the pool, but it's not thundering and lightning. Like I said, you're going to get wet no matter what. So they're having fun. Well, hello. Today is Thursday, July 8th, and we do have birthdays today. So I get to sing. I'm so happy I get to sing. Today is Deborah Korb's birthday. I used to always call her Deborah Korb because that's her channel name. And I thought, well, you know, sometimes people have a double last name. And I just thought it was unusual. She had a Korb as her last name, K-O-R-B. But she informed me it's just K-O-R-B, just singular. So Deborah, you knew you'd get a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Deborah. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also Jean Bonham, B-O-N-H-A-M. Got itchy nose. Gonna kiss a fool. But today's Jean's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jean. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great birthday. You can see my computer here is in the way, but look at, I still got my S. And I still got my picture that Dexter from West WV Running Dad. She sent this to me in 2018. She's older now. But anyway, I've had a very busy day. Busy day. Danny called me. My son Danny called me this morning. I was up. But I've told you, if you're family, you can call me at any time. And I will answer you and then just roll over is what I did. Because I had the girls. I had Sophia and Alyssa had spent another night overnight. And Danny's on a golf trip up north. And we had some storms roll through here yesterday. And he's part of some program with DTE, which is our local energy company that supplies electricity. And they sent him a text that he'd lost power and that the projected time that the power was supposed to come on was tomorrow night about 11 o'clock. So it was going to be like almost 48 hours. And so Danny has a freezer full of food because he had just filled up his freezer. And so he had called me and asked me when I woke up if I would go over to his house and pick up his frozen food and put it in my freezer in the garage. So I told him I would. I said probably go about 10 o'clock when the girls got up. He said that would be fine. And then I rolled over and went back to sleep. So then we went to Danny's house, and I brought in like 3 bags to bring his things because I'm thinking, how much food can he have? Oh my goodness! You think I could eat the whole winter from the food that he had in his house? And not only did I fill up the 3 bags, I had to go out to the car and get 3 more bags. It was like 6 bags. So then when I got home, I called them and I said, you're just lucky I knew that you had a freezer in the laundry room. And a refrigerator freezer in the laundry room too. Otherwise, I would have just taken the freezer food out of the kitchen. And he said, well, actually, I have 2 freezers in the laundry room. And I go, 2? And he says, well, I have the refrigerator freezer and then I have a chest. And I go, I did not see the chest. He says, yeah, I have a lot of frozen dinners and things like that. Because the boys like to eat the pizza and the pizza rolls and things like that. I said, well, Danny, I didn't even get to that. And he says, oh, well, it should be okay. Because they say that if you keep your freezer closed, that it should be good for up to 24 hours. And so hopefully they'll get my power back on. And I knew that I was bringing Sophia to the doctor's today just for a yearly checkup. And because Christy was going to meet me when she got off work and we were just going to switch. But Christy gets off at 3. Sophia's appointment was at 3. And so I said, well, I'll bring her. And then, when you get there, I'll just leave. And so I told Danny, I said, well, then when I get on my way home, I'll just stop by your house and pick up the rest of the freezer food. So he says, oh, that'll be great. So I says, okay. Because I figured it would still be good because the stuff I picked up was still pretty frozen when I picked it up. Although you could hear the hum of all the generators everywhere. From everybody had their generators on. So I just got really busy with that. It was raining all day, so I never got out walking because I could have left the girls here alone while I walked. They wouldn't have been able to go in the pool, but they could have stayed here while I was walking. But it never stopped raining. It was just raining constantly. And so when we got back, then the girls said, well, can I go swimming? Well, as long as it's not thundering and lightning, you're going to get wet anyhow. So they went in the pool. That's why I showed you the opening clip of them in the pool. I was just through my bedroom window. But so it was a good day for all. But this is what I need to do, is I need to keep myself busy, because that's why I had a high point breakfast, but I'm thinking very light, because well, let me show you what I had for breakfast. Okay, I just have a light little breakfast at 3:42 in the afternoon. So I'm going to have a hard-boiled egg, an ounce of cheese, a granola bar, some watermelon, and a cup of tea. It's 23 points. It starts my new week, so I have 42 weeklies. My quote is, I can and I will. It's an 8-point breakfast, 4 points for my granola bar, and 4 points for my ounce of cheese, and 0 for my egg, watermelon, and tea. Not very much. I had some watermelon, a hard-boiled egg, and a piece of cheese, and the granola bar. But it was 8 points. 4 points for the cheese and 4 points for the... Thank you for the suggestions. Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate had suggested that I could get... have them slice it at the deli, because that's where I get it from, the deli, and have them measure it out, and then I would know. And if it was like 0.33, I think she said, like a third of an ounce or something like that, it's only 1 point. I could do that. And then someone else has suggested, can't remember who it was, to getting the Sargento slices, the light slices, like 3 slices or like a point. I used to get those, and for some reason I stopped buying them, and I can't remember why I stopped buying them, because that's a very good idea too, because I have to have my cheese. I'm part mouse, part rat, whatever you want to think. I have to have my cheese. I love cheese. And as much as I like the Velveeta shreds, because I do like them, they're like only 2 points for a quarter cup, as opposed to like the regular cheese, which is 4 points. But they don't melt. Am I doing something wrong? I've found that it just doesn't melt as good as the other cheeses do. So I usually use the Velveeta shreds like on a salad. But if I'm going to make something where I need to melt the cheese, I always use my regular cheese. But so then I brought Sophia to the doctor's and met up with Christy, and then was just getting ready to leave, and Danny called me, and he had got a text that DTE said that the power was back on, so I didn't have to go pick up the extra food. And then I got home, and Jim was home from work, and we just talked a little bit, and then just didn't feel like making dinner. So this is what I had for dinner. Okay, I'm just going to have a sandwich with some crackers and some iced tea for my dinner. It's 2 points for my Carb Master wrap, 2 points for my 2 ounces of honey ham, 1 point for my Laughing Cow cheese, 2 points for my sugar-free pudding, and 3 points for my crackers. It's 10 points. So I ended the day with 18 points. I can carry 4 over, so now I have 46 weeklies. Yeah, just a sandwich, but I used the Laughing Cow cheese, which spread really nice on that Extreme Wellness wrap. It's an Extreme Carb Master wrap, which is 2 points. If I had just a regular, which I do like, just the regular Extreme Wellness wraps, they're only 1 point. But I picked up the Carb Master one time by mistake, and I think I like them a little bit better, and for only 1 more point, I figured it was fine. And then the ham there was just about 2 ounces left, and I didn't feel like, just because I got it in those, I don't know what the brand name is. You know, they're in little plastic containers with a red lid. I forget what they are. Hillshire Farms. So I just had a little bit left, and I thought, lunch meat kind of spoils if you leave it too long, for at least in my house, it does, or at least for me, because I'm so picky about my lunch meat, that I thought, well, I'm just going to have it. I think it was like 2.1 ounces or something like that, or maybe 2.2. So I still counted it as 2 points, because 2 ounces was 2 points. And so I thought that little bit I'm not going to worry about. And then I had my little Ritz Mediterranean crackers, those little triangle things. I think it's 6 crackers or like 3 points. Kind of high in points, but I had the points to spare. And as you saw, I have 4 points that I can roll over, because I did have a loss today of 1.4, if you didn't see my highlight video. So I was really ecstatic about that, because I've told you earlier in the week, I kind of felt, something when you're losing weight, you feel like I lost weight. But this week I was just kind of feeling like, I don't know. Maybe I was just putting my expectations too high, because I really enjoyed myself on Friday. But like all of you have told me, anniversary points don't count. Wouldn't that be nice if that was so true, but it's not. But I proved to myself that I can take a day. Not that I'm going to do it every week because it was a special occasion. I had a piece of fudge when we were at the fudge shop. Granted, it was just a sample piece, but it was a pretty good size sample piece, I think, because they cut it for you. They don't have it out. Usually in the past, pre-COVID, they just have a big tray, and, you know, like they probably had measured it out at that point to know exactly how much it was. But it was just one of the fudge girls or fudge makers or whatever, because it was just girls working there. And I can say girls because they were like teenage girls. Just cutting off pieces of the fudge for you to give a taste to. So, and they weren't measuring it. So it was bigger than a sample piece, but it was very good. It really was very good. And then, like I said, we had the waffle cone, which was a big waffle cone. It wasn't like when you go to the grocery store and you buy a waffle cone package, like from Keebler. It was like almost twice the size. It was a good size cone. And it was a single dip ice cream, but it was really like a double dip, like a regular cone double dip ice cream. There was so much ice cream. And then I had the stolen bread. It was just, like it was just a day full of points. It really was. But I had a good time. It only comes once every 50 years, and so I thought it was worth celebrating, and so I did do that. And then we just had a really good time, and I really wasn't... We went into the sticky tea place, which is like, they have teas, and then they have like honey flavored tea. It was kind of weird. It was like you dip the stick in the thing. It was like honey that you put in your tea, but they sold tea separate. But the honey tea was... the sticky tea, as it's called, is the honey flavored with the tea. And so what I liked is they had like little sticks at each stand, and so you could taste everything that was in the store. So I did a little bit of tasting of the sticky teas, which I've never heard of a sticky tea. That was the first time I ever heard of it, and I did like it because I do like honey and I do love tea. And so how could you go wrong with honey and tea? Because it really did work out well. And then but we bypassed the sweet shop because I know that would have went crazy in there. But a lot of walking. I think I had like 16 or 17,000 steps that day. So I got my time in. I put in my time. And nothing to do tonight. It's finally stopping raining, and it's getting kind of cool. I really can turn my air conditioning off. But I know that Jim's not going to want that because he likes to sleep with the air conditioning. But trust me, when I get up in the morning, the windows are going to be open because I like fresh air. In the winter, you have your windows closed the whole time. I like the fresh air coming through the house because this air is kind of stagnant, I think. I just kind of think that. We didn't do a tag this week because Tracy didn't do them, but she had told us that she's not going to do them every week. So we didn't do the tag. Jimmy was going to come over today, and we were going to do our jamming with Jimmy that we usually do on Wednesdays. We were going to do it today, but he's still working on his property, and I had to bring Sophia to the doctor's, and it just didn't work out for the two of us. So we're just going to skip this week. I know, you'll have to wait till next week to see Jimmy, but so there won't be that. I didn't do my grocery haul yesterday or today because I was kind of busy, but I'm going to go to the store tomorrow. I really don't need that much. Just need some fruits and a couple vegetables, maybe a couple gallons of milk. But other than that, I don't think I really need much. But I'll do a haul no matter how small it is. And then just look forward to having another loss next week. I told you my hope for next week is to lose 1.2. That'll put me back at my 80 pounds. So working my way back, really and I got my vacation coming up the 30th of July, so I'm looking forward to that, and just lots of things planned. Staying on track 100% for July. I'm really liking this so far. I'm not complaining about it, and just coming to the realization that I can change for the better. I really can change. I was making some changes this past 6 months or so, and really I think since I stopped showing you my food is when I kind of started changing my eating habits and eating a little bit more than I should have been eating, making bigger portions, and I think I stopped believing in myself a little bit. I really did. I really did think I stopped believing in myself, and although I never said it out loud, I think my inside voice was saying it enough that my body and my brain and everybody else inside of me, all of my characters, me, myself, and I, all of us, were hearing it. And so, you know, you can be your own worst critic. And I think I really was my own worst critic. I really do. And I'm tired of doing that. You know, there's not really a big hurry. I mean, sure, I would like to reach all of my goals. I would like to reach them all. But, you know, there's not really a super rush. There really isn't. As long as I'm feeling good, I'm feeling really good about myself, which I have been this last 8 days. So I think I'm going to do fine. I really do. But so I'm going to close it out now. That's about all I got to talk about. Rambled on long enough. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.